What's up? What's going on, everybody? Don't really have a lot to share with you guys this morning, but figured I'd come on. It's been a couple days, it's been a holiday, so figured I would come on and chat with you guys, chop it up a little bit, look at the market. Stock market's closed today, so not a lot really going on in the market. Not a lot really going on in the news either. So um, just figured we run through some of this stuff. We look at the market cap here. Cryptocurrency market, 810 billion, down a little bit from where we should be and where we have been. So, just kind of hovering around this 8 billion, 8 billion 10, 8 billion 15 mark. It's kind of hovering here, but it's the holiday season, so got to kind of expect that. Bitcoin sitting at 16,000. $853. It's been roughly hanging around this 16.8 to 16.7 mark for a while. Ethereum's holding in there at 1,216. I seen this as yesterday as low as like 1,200 and some change. Good morning. Good morning. So I seen this hovering right around that 1,209 yesterday. So it seems to be hovering right around that 1,200, between 20 and 10 mark. So Ethereum seems to be hanging in pretty good over the holiday season. So not too bad at all. So yeah, we are, man. We voted up, man. We stay volted around here. Vote's one of them projects, man. We stay in it. We stay in it on both sides, man. So B&B's hanging in there too, around 242. This thing was, hasn't broke the 250 mark in a couple days. It's hanging around this 240 mark. So the market itself is hanging in pretty good. XRP is hanging in there right around 35 cents. This has been hovering between that 33 cents and 35 cents for a minute. So it just seems to be consolidating right there. So market's hanging in there. Dogecoin's in at 7 cents, 7.5. But everything's just really been consolidating over the holiday market. So over the holiday season in the market. So not too bad. Cardano though, man, Cardano's in that it broke out of that quarter range. It's at 26 cents. But this thing has been just absolutely getting pounded this year. And I don't know. I don't know what's up with Cardano, but they can't seem to grab any footing to make themselves, even run with the market. So that is a slow mover right there. Polygon, we love Polygon. It's in at 80 cents. I think yesterday over Christmas it's got down to like 78 cents or something like that. So it's hanging in there too between that 70 cents and 80-cent range. So not too bad. The market itself doesn't look too bad. The market itself seems to be hanging in there halfway decent. Like I said, over the holiday season. Avalanche, we don't cover Avalanche a lot here, but the one of the top 5 tokens searched on Google this year, Avalanche was number 5, which surprised the hell out of me. That Avalanche was number 5 of the top 5 searched, and I'll tell you, it surprised me. So Avalanche is one of them ones maybe we should watch out for. I mean, their blockchain has had some issues, but maybe we gotta watch out a little bit more for that. But the market in general, just kind of hovering. It's just kind of doing one of them stall tactics right now. Stellar sitting at 74 cents. 7 cents. Sorry, 7 cents. So sitting around that 7 cent 4 range and 7 cent 7 range for a while. Quant, get down here to Quant in a minute. Quant 106. Yesterday was 104, so it's starting to recover a little bit. Starting to make a little bit of a recovery. But again, it's the holiday season. Quant's just kind of hovering right there around that 106 to 104 range. So, you know, with the stock market being closed and with everything else being closed, everything's just kind of like hovering. Nothing's really doing much. Chrono's sitting there at that 5 cent range, 5.8. It did run up to above 6 cents over Christmas. So Crow is trying its best to get some life to it, but right now they're in a situation where one, they need to they need to regain the trust in the community, and two, they're in such of a swing trade opportunity right now that there's a lot of people swing trading Crow. There's no taxes on it. If you buy it in the low fives and sell it in the sevens, people are making money, and that seems to be the pattern. Buy it in the low fives, sell it in either the high sixes or once it breaks seven. So people are using it as a swing trade opportunity, um, which I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I did it a couple times, but again, you guys, market cap sitting around 8 billion 10. So very low market cap for the crypto market right now. Fear and greed index sitting at 26. We were 29 yesterday. But that's no surprise. We've been hovering between this 25 and 25 and 30 range for weeks and weeks and weeks. So there's no surprise there. Go ahead and look at these bubbles. We'll look at them on the hourly just so we can see what's going on currently. Um, Little, again, mixed bag, some red, some green, so the market's just kind of hovering. It's just kind of stagnant, staying still. Luna Classic, been running for the last couple of days. There's some rumors that Coinbase bought a bunch of Luna Classic. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me why Coinbase would do that, but that's the rumor. So it's kind of pumping it, the last couple of days. There was a big pump, and then it seemed like it pulled back a little bit. It's only up 1% today, but that's the reason that thing is pumping a little bit. So over the past couple of days, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me why Coinbase would do that. But who knows? Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens with that. XRP is in the green, but just slightly in the green, like we just talked about. So not really a lot going on in the market today. Not really a lot of movement in the market today. Seems to just be kind of hanging steady. Yeah. So see what happened on the overnight here. I'm looking at this with you guys because it's early, so I haven't really did too much in the market today because the stock market's closed today. So I haven't really did too much. Looks like on the overnight, again, Luna Classic ran a little bit, 8.8%. So over the 24-hour. But like I said, this is strictly based off that Coinbase stuff. Like that, it's not like they're doing anything special. It's really a Coinbase thing. And look at Trust Wallet up again on the 24-hour. This thing just keeps moving up the ladder, and it'll pull back for a little while, and then it just continually moves up. This is really, really all about people getting the hell off exchanges and getting to DeFi wallets. So proud of Trust Wallet, obviously owned by Binance, but it just shows the power of DeFi and people moving to DeFi. So shows the power of these wallets. MetaMonkey AI has a wallet coming out. I expect their wallet to be just as good as Trust Wallet in the months to come. And I'd like to see some price action on that MetaMonkey AI token, just like that Trust Wallet token. So, good thing there. That's a good sight to see. I actually like it. I like to see people going to that DeFi world and moving their stuff to DeFi and really taking custody of their own crypto. I think that's important. So Bitcoin, we went through that a little bit. It hit some of this news, and we'll come back and check these guys again. Not a lot of news, so we'll just kind of review a little bit of what happened over the holidays. Um, crypto crackdown is just getting started, says SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Gary's been after crypto for a while, and this whole FTX situation has given him the the runway to kind of do a little bit more as far as crypto crackdowns. It's given him the publicity and the ability to go in even harder on crypto. So, obviously, you know, when you have the ability and you have the ammunition, you take that and run with it, and that's what he's doing. So expect to hear more from the SEC when it comes to crypto regulations and crypto crackdowns. He's going to take full advantage of this situation. This has been something that he's been on since XRP, and then you turn around and you have the Luna Classic fall, and a lot of people losing money there. And then you turn around and you have a couple of the BlockFis and the Celsiuses and the Voyagers falls. It gives them a little bit more runway there. And then you turn around and you have the FTX collapse. It gives them a lot of runway to push his agenda forward, and that's what he's doing. And he's talking strong about the crypto crackdown, but at the end of the day, Gary's got some questions to answer himself before he cracks down on the cryptocurrency world. He has some questions to answer as to his role in the whole collapse of FTX, and so I mean, he's going to come after crypto, but yet at the same time, he's going to have to answer some questions as well. U.S. Senate proposed increased in tax threshold for Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, and in these current apps like this. Before, you remember there was a big deal that if you withdrew or deposited $600 to one of these apps, that you would have had to claim that on your taxes on a 1099. They're trying to move that to $10,000, which is good. I mean, it's good for these applications because you don't want these guys having to do all this extra paperwork and stuff. It's going to cause more problems for them, which is going to increase your rates. This guy named Supreme on Twitter brought this up. He said the way things are going, all these projects will disappear. You know what? A lot of these projects are going to fall into right now. If you look at what the SEC is trying to do, if a lot of these projects would fall into securities, and they would disappear. They would go away. Not a lot of them can meet the regulations, and that's why it's so important to figure out what's going to happen with not only XRP but the FTT token as well. Because if you go strictly by what's out there right now, a lot of these projects are securities, and they probably won't be around. And stated all projects other than Bitcoin is security. Yeah, that's what they're saying right now, is that all projects, like if you just read it for what it is, all projects technically are securities. In even Ethereum with their new merge is because they went to proof of stake. You can make an argument that they're a security as well because they went from proof of work to proof of stake. So there's an argument to be made for that. I don't necessarily agree with that argument, but there's an argument to be made that Ethereum is also a security based on their migration. So, but yeah, a lot of these projects, if you looked at it right now on the SEC's definition of how they classified FTT token as a security, if you just read their criteria, they would most of these projects would be considered security. So that's the rub right now. That's the issue. in a lot of these projects wouldn't make it as a security. There's a lot of regulation that goes along with being a security. A lot of them wouldn't make it, and I don't even know if a lot of them have the funds to make it as a security. Is there really a 50K threshold if you want to stake ETH? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I know there was to start before they moved, before they migrated. There was, but I'm not sure if that's still in effect. I'm not a staker. I don't stake my tokens. So I don't really keep up on that, but I'm not sure if that's still in effect or not. I'm not a staker. I'm probably the last person you want to ask about staking. I like my tokens available to me when I want them and how I want them, and I don't want to have to wait for anybody to tell me. I got burned a couple times. One with Crow, and then because Crow has a locking period, so I got burned with Crow, Mr. Pump, because my tokens were staked. And then when the whole Luna Classic fiasco came out, I was in Luna Classic for a minute, swing trading that, making some money, and then I was gonna stake on a Terra station, and then come to find out there was a 28-day hold when you wanted to withdraw your tokens, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to not going to stake my tokens. You're not going to hold them for 28 days on me, because you actually can miss a pump and ultimately miss your money. So I'm not a staker for them reasons right there. Caroline Ellison admits to hiding Alameda Research $1 billion in loans from FTX. This headline's a little misleading. This is kind of what the average. This is what the media does to you. You'll see this headline and you'll think that Caroline Ellison herself was hiding this money and not. And Sam Bankman-Fried didn't know anything about it. But when you read down through here in her testimony, she says that the executives knew about hiding the money with FTX, and the executives included herself and Sam Bankman-Fried and a couple of other people. So they were all aware of the money being hidden from FTX. And she also goes on to say that Alameda Research and had a unlimited access to all of the tokens and all of the money on the FTX exchange. So she's openly admitted this to a judge in her plea deal. So obviously she is working with authorities to prove this out. But yeah, so Alameda Research was hiding billions and millions of dollars of loans so that they didn't show up on the FTX balance sheet. Basically, in simple terms, that's what happened. Alameda Research was hiding the billions of dollars of loans they had against FTX so that they didn't show up on FTX's balance sheet. So FTX looked solvent, and Alameda Research was hiding their loans against them. So, and they did have unlimited access to the FTX platform and all the money on the FTX platform. So she admitted that in her plea deal. Again, some more FTX news. Judge assigned to Sam Bankman-Fried's case steps down. This is strictly due to the judge having ties back to the Sam Bankman-Fried family and Sam Bankman-Fried himself. So they stepped down. Didn't think that they could be objective on the case. And this kind of lets you know how deep Sam Bankman-Fried and his family's ties are when you get to the point where judges are stepping down due to the fact that they're tied into the family. It lets you know how deep their ties were and how deep this thing runs. So, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting trial. It's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out because it just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of people, in my opinion, there'll be a lot of people exposed. And the people that get exposed, we don't even know who they are yet. I don't believe. I do have this theory, and I believe it to be true, that Caroline Ellison and Wang, who took the plea deals, are doxing wallets, and they are working with the federal government to dox wallets and let them know kind of where the money was going and who the wallets belong to. We will see, but I don't think you get that sweetheart of a deal without rolling over on other people. I think they've got to roll over on more than Sam to get that sweetheart of a deal. And I think Caroline Ellison and Wang are going to roll over on more people than just Sam to get that sweetheart of the deal. And I think we're going to see that. We may see it. It may never see the light of day because, when you get that high up in power and your wallets get rolled on, um, the government might try to hide that. So, um, but yeah, the market's hanging in there today. It's hanging in there. Surprisingly, I was actually surprised that the market hung in there as good as it did over the holidays. I was fully expecting a dip. I was fully expecting Bitcoin to come down to 16.5, and I was expecting Ethereum to come down to the $1,100 range, and it didn't. So it hung in there pretty good. I'm actually shocked, but it just shows you. I think maybe we're at a point in the market where the market's just going to trade sideways for a little while until we can figure this thing out. Because without the stock market being open and the holidays, for it not to dip down a little bit more than it did, could show a sign of a solid consolidation period right now, because it had all the makings of being able of wanting to and should have dipped during this time, because this is when it usually happens. Plus, people are taking money out of the market for taxes right now. People don't believe that that's a real thing, but that's a real thing. When you have enough money in the market and you can show some losses, you cash out and show your losses to write them off on your taxes to be able to offset your gains. So, that's a real thing. It really happens, both not only in the crypto market, but in the stock market. It happens all the time. So, like right now is the time where you would see all that going on. And it's really hanging in there based on all them factors. I'm surprised the market's doing this well. So check out, because there's not a lot of news. I want to check out Volt and check out MetaMonkey AI. I want to see the volume that Volt's doing on Poloniex, because they've been absolutely freaking killing it on that exchange. And I've been shocked at the volume that's being done on that exchange with them. So I want to check out them, and I want to check out MetaMonkey AI, of which I have not checked out this morning. So when we check them out, we'll check them out together. The price action will be the first time I've seen it this morning. Price action is down, but overall, not bad. I mean, it's coming back up over the 1 day. It was down pretty good here. Seems to be coming back up, consolidating a little bit over the 7 day. I mean, over the 7 days, doing it what you would expect it to do. But yeah, I want to check this action out here on Poloniex here. 2.1 million. 2.1 million. That is absolutely nuts. And dropped a little bit on Gate.io. It was up to 990,000 the other day, but still 984,000 isn't bad. But $2.1 million in value on one exchange. absolutely unfreaking believable. Um, s- speaking of how does Volt tie in in amongst the whole SEC? Not sure yet. You got to let the SEC define what a security is, and then you have to see where your tokens fit in. If it was if it went today as the SEC laid it out, they'd be a security. 99% of your tokens would be securities, besides Bitcoin. Um, the ones that wouldn't be securities are your blockchain tokens. The ones that just strictly run the blockchains, you're looking at BNB, probably wouldn't be a security because it's just a blockchain token. Crow probably wouldn't be a security because it's a blockchain token. Matic probably wouldn't be a security because it's just a blockchain token. And this is kind of where I think Ethereum can get out of it because they're just a blockchain token. But what's going to kill them is their proof of stake and not proof of work. If they can work around that, they may be okay. But I think your blockchain tokens will be considered non-securities, but I think everything else will be considered a security if it was going to go today. But that changes. That changes. As new legislation comes in and as new things happen. So um, I just think that your blockchain tokens will be exempt because they're only used to buy and sell on the blockchain. That's their only value. So, but yeah, 2.1 million. That's crazy, right? That's absolutely nuts. MMAI is hanging in there pretty good. 3219. 3219. Not bad. Not bad at all. Hanging in there over the holidays. Not bad. I haven't looked at these all holiday long, guys. To tell you the truth. I've been out of the charts, spending the holidays with my family. So I've been out of the charts, not really hanging on, not really hanging into the charts, just really trying to spend it with my family. So, you know, um, I as we're looking at these right now, it's probably the first time that I've looked at these in a while. So that is 3.2 million market cap. That's about even for the day. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. Volt and MetaMonkey AI are hanging in there pretty good. And if you guys heard me talk, like the only two lower market cap coins that I'm invested in right now are these two. Everything else that I hold is blue chips. So for me, it's Volt and MMAI, and that's it. So I don't. I'm not spreading myself out in the rest of these meme coins or lower market cap coins. There's just too much. There's too much going on. There's too much scrutiny. There's too much unknown when it comes to the SEC. And in a bear market, like are they? You're looking at an 8 billion 10 8 billion 10 market cap. Like there's really not a lot of money to push around in the market. So you have to go with the lower market cap coins that you think are going to pump because there's just not a lot of money flooding into the market to pump these. And let's be honest, what the real big pump on both tokens is really what they're attached to. If ETH pumps, they'll pump. If BNB pumps, Volt will pump on the BNB side. They're really dictated by what they're attached to, because in a market cap like this, when you're in this 800 billion market cap range, there's not a lot of new money coming in, so you're really just swapping money at this point, from one project to the other. And instead of swapping money, my thought is that I would rather stay in two projects that I believe in and accumulate in them projects rather than just jump from project to project. Um, so um, that's kind of my strategy at this point in this market. Um, it's too risky. It's too risky to be playing around in this market. Wilson, how are you? Good morning. Glad you joined us today, Wilson. How are you? I hope your holidays were good. I hope you're good. Hope family's good. Hope everybody's good, Wilson. But yeah, like these are the two projects that I'm in, guys. As far as low market caps, and the only two is Volt and MMAI. It's the only two that I believe in right now that I think can survive this bear market, and can move up into the bull market and really make a dramatic run. Um, but I'm just not spreading myself thin with these low market caps because I just think that with SEC regulations coming and all that, you want to be in projects that you think can make it through. And these are really, I'll be honest with you guys, the only two that I think can really make it through. There'll probably be some others out there, but I don't know. Seeing I'm not seeing the long-term vision on the other two like I'm seeing on these two. I'm not seeing the long-term vision on the other ones like I'm seeing on these two. It's just a different vibe. It's a different feeling. It's a different. I think it's a different way of doing business, and both of them tokens are very unique in their own sense. They do very different things. They're very unique in how they are approaching the market. So it's nice to be on into two different tokens that are are all trying to accomplish the same goals, but like doing it, you know, two different ways. So and they're both being successful. So it's nice. But the market itself, you know, I mean, it is what it is today, guys. The stock market's not open. We just kind of been hovering. It's not going anywhere. But it's trading sideways for the last 2 or 3 days, which isn't a bad thing over this time. But pay attention to this. Pay attention to this going into 2023 right here, guys. This is the big one. The crypto crackdown is just getting started. It says SE Chair Gary Gensler. This is what 2023. I believe 2023 will be the year of regulation. I think you're going to see it. I think you'll see it starting with the stable coins, and then I think you'll see it starting with then move to the centralized exchanges, and then move to what's a security, what's a commodity, all that stuff. But I think stable coins are the easiest thing to hit, um, and I think they'll knock that out. And then centralized exchanges, I think, is the second easiest thing to hit, and they'll go after them. And not all centralized exchanges are going to make it through regulation. It's just that simple. You know me, I don't sugarcoat anything for anybody. And my belief is that not all centralized exchanges will make it through regulation. I think the ones that you can bank on making it through regulation are probably Coinbase. Not probably. Coinbase will make it through because they're already traded on the stock market, so they're going to be fine. Um, BNB will, Binance will make it through. Binance will make it through regulation. I know a lot of people are worried about that, but people forget that Binance has a United States arm to it already. So it's not like they're naive to the United States market and the regulations that currently exist. So I think Binance will be just fine. They'll make it. I think crypto.com will make it. They've already started to work with other countries. They've already and have got approval through other countries that have just as stringent regulations as the United States will have, Canada being one of them. I think crypto.com will be okay. So I think your big ones will be okay. Some of the smaller ones you're going to have to worry about because regulations isn't cheap. Um, every time they regulate something, it costs money. So, it's not cheap and it's not compliance isn't cheap either. So it's one thing to meet the regulation. It's another thing to continue to be compliant with the regulation and spend the money to continue to be compliant. And as far as the rest of the market goes, Gary Gensler's really trying to make them all securities. Um, and if you go by the rule, a lot of them are securities. People don't like to hear that, but a lot of them are. Um, most of them are, except for, like I said before, I think your blockchain tokens will be safe. I think once you're using your, it's not even a token at that point, but once you're using your coin for to run your blockchain, I don't believe that you're a security at that point. If that's what your token's used for, like BNB is used to run the Binance blockchain. People think it's used to run Binance, the centralized exchange. It's not. It's used to run the blockchain. Crow, they have a blockchain. Crow token is actually used to run the Crow blockchain itself. So Matic, same thing. So the one I worry about is Ethereum because they went to proof of stake instead of proof of work. So they may have a little bit tougher of an argument to be considered not considered a security just because it's proof of stake. And that's a little different than proof of work. So, and somebody a lot more educated can give you a complete breakdown of why that is. But I'm not a blockchain expert, but I do know proof of stake may put you in the securities protocol, securities realm. So, but I think that this is going to be the big story going into 2023 is regulation and who makes it and who doesn't make it and how that works and how that looks. And I think everybody's just speculating on how that's going to look right now and what that's going to look like. I'm going by the court filings that they did with the FTT token to deem that a security and what they filed with the court, what the SEC filed with the court on why they deem that a security token. And that's the only thing that I'm going by. I'm not going by any speculation or anybody else's word. I'm actually going by the document that was filed in court. And anybody who hasn't looked into that, just Google it, look into it, do your research, because in that document, it fully defines why FTT token is a security. And then match that up with the projects that you're invested in now and ask yourself, are they doing the same thing, right? Buybacks and burns was a good one, right? So if people are doing buybacks and burns, the SEC is not looking favorably upon that. So it's one of them things, you gotta know, it may not be an issue right now because regulation isn't happening and it could change, but further down the road, it could become an issue. And you got to know that when you're in a project that this could become an issue. Seiko Hunt, good morning. We're just kicking it a little bit. Like there's not really a lot going on. There's not a lot of news. There's not really a lot of news. And the market's just kind of trading sideways. There's not a lot of market action. There's really not a lot of news. There's really not a lot going on. I just wanted to get on here and make sure, get up with you guys and see how your guys' holidays went. give you a little bit, give you some stuff that I'm looking at from an investor standpoint. Oh, guys, just as an FYI, at 5 o'clock tonight, I'm gonna have on this channel a wrap up stream, a 2022 overview stream with Waddy the Crypto Hunter, Chaka, the Crypto Smith, um, Worldwide Crypto. Let's see, and the Crypto Lounge. We're gonna go over a lot of the top stories of 2022, some of the issues in 2002, some of the good things in 2002, some of the surprise tokens in 2002, some of the disappointing tokens in 2002. All the new, we're going to try to cover a lot of the news that happened this year. And then we're going to try to cover a little bit of what we're all kind of anticipating for 2023 and kind of how we're going into 2023. So that's at 5 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be a pretty good stream. It's going to be some open discussion. We may add some more people to that stream, depending on who's available. But just going to try to close 2002 out, and really just kind of talk about where 2002, what happened in 2002, and how it affected the market, and what 2003 looks like for everybody. So you're gonna probably get a wide range of opinions, a wide range of thoughts. So I think it's gonna be a pretty good stream. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna mess around and have fun and just talk about all this craziness that happened, and kind of where we think the market's going to move forward. So it's going to be fun. And again, that's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And them other people that I believe are coming tonight, probably we add a couple more. Like if other people are available, we'll add a couple more. But it's going to be a good stream. Michael Montclair. Oh, and Max from Crypto Talk Now will be there tonight too. Maximus will be there with us tonight at 5 o'clock. So, like I said, we're gonna get a lot of different opinions of what happened in 2022 and where we're going in 2023, and it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have fun tonight at 5 p.m. and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna just run through everything. So it's gonna be a good time. But the market's gonna do what the market's gonna do today, guys. There's not really a lot going on in the market. It's just trading sideways. But like I said, I'm happy it's trading sideways over the holiday weekend, because usually we see a dip over the holiday weekend just because the stock market's closed. It's Christmas, it's New Year's, tax time. So not a lot of investments going on, but the market itself is holding up pretty strong today. And it's held up pretty strong all weekend. Like you see, Bitcoin really hasn't moved since we've been on here. We've been on here for about an hour, and Bitcoin really hasn't moved. It's still sitting on that 16,835 mark, and so isn't Ethereum, sitting on that 1,217 mark. It really hasn't budged at all, which is actually a really good thing. Maybe we've found that consolidation period for a little while. Maybe this is where we'll consolidate at between now and the rest of the year. Maybe we found that level, which is a good thing, because we've dropped like a rock over the year. So if this is our consolidation point moving into 2023 at these levels, it's really I think, given everything that's happened in 2022, this isn't a bad consolidation level. I mean, you even see XRP sitting here today, right now at 35 cents. I mean, yesterday it was down to 33 cents, but you know what? It's trading between that 33 and 35 cent level, and that's okay. And you really haven't seen Dogecoin drop below the 7 cent level. Cardano's the one that's getting beat up this year. Polygon, is that between that 77 and 80 cent level. Not a bad level. And like I said, if these are our consolidation points going into 2023, I think anybody would take them right now, given everything that happened and kind of where the market is. Even Stellar, I know it's been up as high as 9 cents and 10 cents, but even, it's been sitting at 7 cents for a long time. And if that's that consolidation period going into a new year, I think a lot of the ISO coins will take that. And Crow dropped like a rock, but that was because all the centralized exchanges dropped like a rock. But they really have been sitting around this 5 cent mark for a while. Yeah, they dropped all the way down to this 5 cent level, but maybe this is their floor. We'll see, but it could be. I thought that they would go down to the 3 cent range, but I thought that we would see that this weekend, and we didn't. That's not to say that they won't, based on some of the federal government news and what comes out with the feds and what they do with interest rates and all that. All of them are situations that could dramatically affect the market moving forward. But for right now, I think we're just straight trading sideways. And going into 2023, not a bad place to be trading sideways. So with that, guys, been real. I appreciate you guys' time in the morning. Like I said, check us out tonight at 5 p.m. We're gonna have Max from Crypto Talk Now. We're gonna have myself. We're gonna have Wadi, the Crypto Hunter. We're going to have Chaka. We're gonna have the Crypto Smith. We're gonna have Worldwide Crypto. We're gonna have the Crypto Lounge, and probably add a couple more. But it's gonna be nice. We're gonna have a 2022 year-end wrap up. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be laid back. It's gonna be fun. But we're gonna hit on some topics that affected the crypto market this year. So, and how we see 2020 and 23 coming in, and what we expect for 2023. So it's gonna be fun. Tune in tonight. It's gonna be on this channel right here at 5 p.m. So with that, guys, you guys have a great morning. Continue to enjoy your family today. Continue to enjoy the holiday seasons. Be blessed, stay blessed, and always know what's important. It's family first. So make sure that you guys are enjoying your family, spending the time with them that you need to. So with that, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share this out. Let's get more people in here in the morning. Let's have some good conversations. And I am out. Have some stuff to do. So I am out. So everybody have a great morning. Thank you.